Dorsa Jabbari joins us live from Tehran. Dorsa, Iran is being accused of helping plan Hamas's surprise attack on Saturday. We've since heard from the Iranian Foreign Ministry and it had some strong words. Talk us through it.
Yes, during his weekly press briefing, the spokesperson, Nasser Kanani, dismissed the allegations and he said that the Palestinian people have the will, the capability and the determination to defend themselves, and any allegations that are coming towards Iran are politically motivated and they are aimed at diverting public opinion to justify any possible actions on Iran in the future. He also said if there were to be any actions taken against Iran when it comes to their the allegations that they had a possible role in planning and assisting the attacks that were carried out on Saturday and continue to this day in Palestine and Israel, that Iran will respond harshly, and that this is not something that is even remotely possible in the minds of the establishment here. That what happened in Palestine had to do with years of occupation and oppression, and that was the result of not only Israeli policy but also what many here believe to be Western policies towards the Palestinian people.
Explain to our international audience the historical context of all of this, why Iran is in some ways a major player in this region.
Well, Iran, since the revolution of 1979, has really seen itself as a Shia minority in the Middle East. It is a Shia majority country. So there was a number of steps taken by the founder of the revolution, Ayatollah Khomeini, to ensure that Iran's position maintains secure. One of them was to align itself with other resistance groups, not just Shia resistance groups like Hezbollah, but also like Hamas and Islamic Jihad, to ensure their own existence down the line. And the existence of Israel has always been a point of contention for Iran. They believe that they don't believe Israel has a right to exist as a nation, as a country, and they've never acknowledged that to be the case. They say Palestine is a country that has been oppressed. So there's a lot of different factors at play. At the core of it, of course, it's their own existence, Iran's own security and existence down the line in the Middle East, and the role that they have played. And they believe that the Palestinian issue has always been an important one for them, because it also not only serves the Palestinian people and the nation, but also their own purpose as well in terms of their own existence down the line. So there's been a lot of different groups and elements that Iran has aligned itself with to serve that purpose.
Appreciate you breaking it all down for us. Dorsa Jabbari in Tehran. Mohammed Marandi, who is a political analyst and a professor at the University of Tehran. He joins us from the Iranian capital. Thanks so much for being on the program. Explain to our international audience the relationship between Iran and Israel and why Tehran is being accused of having, quote, tentacles all over this attack by Hamas.
Iran's support for the Palestinian people is linked to the revolution itself. During the revolution, there were two causes that the Iranians were very much focused on. One was supporting the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa, and the second was supporting the dispossessed Palestinian people across Palestine. And at that time, Western countries were supporting both the apartheid regime in South Africa and the Israeli regime. And Nelson Mandela, the ANC, and others were all terrorist organizations in Western capitals. So Iran's support for Hamas, the Islamic Jihad, and other resistance groups is because they have a legitimate cause. They've been dispossessed, they've been colonized, they've been ethnically cleansed, and the people who are trapped in Gaza, in this ghetto, they have been dispossessed from their land across southern Palestine.
I guess I want to look at the broader context of this and what it means in terms of Hezbollah and Hamas the Lebanese militant group being involved in the broader implications regionally. Could we see this conflict now spilling out further in the region?
It is quite possible because we are seeing the genocidal tendencies of the Israeli regime playing out as they indiscriminately bomb homes and murder women and children across Gaza. And Western media, they all are justifying it because they've all been justifying the actions of the apartheid settler regime for decades. And as we speak, people are being massacred. Last night, they were being massacred. Towers have been razed to the ground, and constantly Western media outlets have been trying to justify all this because they side with the Israeli regime. It is the responsibility of Iran and Iranians and people across the region and across the globe to stand up for the dispossessed and not to be fooled by these Western narratives. Hezbollah supports Hamas because they are victims. Hezbollah supports the Palestinian people because these are victims. And Hezbollah is much stronger than Hamas, by the way. It is not surrounded.
So I just want to interrupt you there for a moment. Sorry, I'm just getting word that we've heard from the Iran Foreign Ministry, sorry, the information's just flowing in as I speak to you. The Iran Foreign Ministry has said any foolish Israeli action against Iran will be met with a devastating response. We're already facing a war between Gaza and Israel, and now we're getting threats like that. Your response?
Well, the Americans or American officials have been threatening Iran as well. And I think that the Americans know quite well that they've already bitten off more than they can chew in Ukraine, in East Asia with China. The United States and its allies are on the decline. They're not the powers that they were 30, 40 years ago. The Israeli regime is in no position to threaten Iran because the Israeli regime cannot even destroy the Palestinian people. But the United States, if it does something foolish, then it will be expelled from the region. The United States is very vulnerable, and the price of fuel will go through the roof. It will destroy the Western economies. Okay. And then you'll be seeing violence across Europe and North America.
Sorry, we just have to cut it short there. We're running short of time. That was Mohammed Marandi, a professor, rather, from the University of Tehran.